And now we move to Esther, Phahla, telling us about South Africa. Esther, please. I think you're muted.
Are you ready to travel with me to my home country, South Africa? Did you bring your passports? Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and our guests, sit back, tray tables up, switch off all electronic devices, buckle your seatbelts, and relax. We are now ready for takeoff. I promise I'll bring you right back to the United States of America. Imagine growing up in a segregated country because of the color of your skin. The South African government had assigned each family a 4-roomed house, not 4 bedrooms, 4 rooms, a kitchen, a living room, and 2 bedrooms. I grew up in a typical family, mom, dad, and 1 older brother. In our neighborhood, we had different African cultures. I played with my neighbors' kids, and all of them spoke different languages. Hence today, I can speak 8 different languages. I did not have to go to school for that. South Africa has 11 official languages. This includes English and Afrikaans. Afrikaans was the language of the South African government. We were forced to learn that in school. I went to school 6 days a week. 5 days was my regular schooling, and 1 day a week, I went to the Gifted Child Program, a program where I was chosen by my school. You see, South Africa had 2 curriculums, one for Black students and the other one for white students. On Saturday, at that 1 day, I was taught by white teachers, and I learned what the white students were learning 5 days a week. Therefore, I became a sponge, and I absorbed everything I could, from math to English to biology to science. I even went to free camps with the best of the best in their schools. My mother made sure that I had bus fare to get to that Saturday school. I missed family events, parties, or anything. She wanted to make sure that I got that education that 1 day, because that was better than what I was getting 5 days a week. I didn't have to buy lunch, didn't have to worry about that. Good old peanut butter and milk saved the day. They provided that for us. And to this day, I love peanut butter, but now almond milk. Fast forward high school. In 1990, Nelson Mandela was released from prison. That was my senior year of high school. There were lots of disruptions. Teachers went on strike. They wanted more money. Nelson Mandela, for those who don't know, was a man who fought the South African apartheid government for equal opportunities for all. While we were experiencing that, my biggest dilemma was that even if I passed high school now, I did not have money to go to college. One day, my brother's friend walked in and asked me, "Hey, what are your plans?" I told him I wanted to go to law school. But you know the situation. He said to me, "Come to my office on Monday and we will talk." I was met by 5 executives. They interviewed me, and the rest is history. I drove 7 hours to college with my brother in the middle of the night, going to law school. All that my mother gave me was Psalm 23. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." He said to me, I'm not rich, but I can give you education, just like I did for your brother." I did study law. My 3rd year, I was required to study principles of law accounting. All my friends were failing that class. I hated that. Do not tell my clients that I said that. My husband now, who was my boyfriend then, encouraged me to find a tutor. And this tutor did help me. I passed and graduated law school with no student loans. While I was in college, South Africa went through negotiations and we went through elections. On April 27th, 1997, I watched my mother cast her vote for the first time at the age of 55. I was also fortunate enough to be able to cast my vote because I was of age. All I wanted after I graduated college was to buy myself a big, humongous house in a neighborhood where my parents were not allowed to live, because now I can. My boyfriend, who was my husband, then proposed. He got a job offer to come to the United States. And I told him, no way, I'm not going there. And he said, I'm not leaving. Come along with me. Let's enjoy this American dream. We got married in December and left for the United States in January. Welcome to America. I promised you that I'll bring you right back to the United States. Disney World was our honeymoon. I arrived in this country with my suitcase in one hand and my husband on the other hand. A few years later, we had our daughter, and I also started my own business with the encouragement, of course, from my husband. I miss family, friends, my favorite spices, favorite food. I did find a location where I can purchase some of these things right here in these United States of America. So it's not bad after all. In my culture, you don't call adults by their first name. It's always Uncle Tom, Aunt Kenny, Brother Kent, Sister Chieko. Respect is stressed. Our events, you show up. I miss the outfits. You show up donned in your African outfits, whatever color you enjoy, whatever style you enjoy, the dancing, everybody is invited. You can show up and there's enough to eat. You will not be chased. There's no strict invitation list, even though we do invite people. I remember when my mother was visiting here with my mom-in-law, they were wondering, where are the people here? In South Africa, the culture is people just come knocking, hi, Esther, are you there? And we just start chatting and enjoy a good old cup of tea. There's less stress that way. That's how my mother said it. On Saturdays, we enjoyed soccer like Brazil. That's how we would cheer our favorite team. I witnessed the first democratically elected president, and I enjoyed watching that because that's how South Africa got its democracy. Fellow Toastmasters, have no fear. The South African is here. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Sister Esther, for your interest and for your interesting story. And I love that colorful outfit.